Hello everyone, this is Matt Daddy, or just Matt, I don't really care. And today I'm playing finally I think a set lineup for trying to get some good regionals practice in. It's still almost the same thing, except what I have now is I'm running Caesar, as you can see, over Aegislat. Oh, I guess you can't see it. Hold on. Okay, clipping out of that. Hello everyone, this is the Matt Daddy, and I'm playing almost the same team as I had before. I think this is a finalized lineup for all of what I want to try and take to a regional. It's getting more balanced. The Caesar over the Aegislash is proving pretty good, and I'll talk more about that as the match goes on. I'm playing something very similar to mine in that it's a Ray Ogre core with a grass type, with a flying type, but I don't think he has quite as much going for him as I do. And I like Kangaskhan up front. Actually, I think I like Kangaskhan and Caesar up front. The other thing that really doesn't punish is the Crobat that can set up its Tailwind, but otherwise it's pretty good. I don't want to bring my own Rayquaza because the two dragons and not being able to Mega Evolve isn't going to pan out. I will bring my Ludicolo because I'm totally going to capitalize on his reign, and I think Landorus will put in good work being scarfed. That fighting type coverage, the rock coverage, it should all pan out pretty great. So while we wait a minute here, this Caesar is just a bulky Caesar. A bulky physical attack Caesar, I should say. That runs, as you'll see in a moment, Bullet Punch, Feint, Bug Bite, and Protect. And it's a Lumberry. I purposely picked and built this Caesar to counter the Smeargle matchups in the Big Six teams. I haven't run into many since I've done it, but with all the theory that I put behind it, I really think it's going to work. So looking at the lead out here, oh boy. I think he's just going to try and punish me, and I don't have much of an answer. So I'm going to Mega Evolve. I'm going to return. And I think I'm just going to try and get some damage off on this. Well, you know, if I trade Fake Outs, I think that's okay. I'm just going to get the Bug Bite. Fake Out into my Caesar. But I do get the Fake Out on his Rayquaza, and that hurts it a lot. Alright, so that happened. That's pretty great. I'm going to get Encored, though, and I don't really want to deal with that. So we're going to rotate into Landorus. We're going to go for the Bug Bite on the Liepard. I think that's a safe play. It'll bring it down to its Sash. It'll work well if he tries to rotate, which I don't foresee happening, but I guess it could. Landorus shouldn't die to Rayquaza. Then again, I'm not really sure. I should learn that damage calc. And, you know, all in all, the Caesar helps. Having the Feint being that it's a higher priority than the Prankster +1 really helps a lot, for instance, as I'm about to break this Liepard's Sash and stuff right here. Although, now seeing that he didn't actually hit me, he just went for he went for the foul play. That was pretty boss. You know, his Tailwind isn't up. I don't think he's going to do anything radical. I'm actually going to gamble for it. I put the Explosion Tech on the Landorus just to try things like this. I mean, I guess I could have lifted the... I could use Feint on Rayquaza, since he's going to try and go for the extreme speed here. But who knows? Maybe he goes for it on the Caesar, thinking that, you know, that'll be the safer play. He rotates into Ferrothorn. He does extreme speed my Landorus, which I assumed was going to happen, but you know, you take the gamble. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it's not really a big deal. So now I can bring Kangaskhan back on, and I think that a Sucker Punch... they both get Technician... Oh, actually, they're already Technician boosted. I don't think he's going to protect. I think he's just going to try and beat me up. We're going to try and priority the Rayquaza out. I'm unfortunately still learning the inner workings of the team. So, trying to have quality synergy between all the pieces has been a little difficult. But it's getting better. I've been playing on my cartridge more. I'm starting to get to the mid 1600s on there. As you guys have seen, my record's like a 13 on here. Eye just rotates out. That sucks. But that was my own misplay. I'm not quite sure why he went for that one, though. Low kicking the Ferrothorn is an okay option. On the other hand, so is just returning into the Kyogre. I think that might be the better play. Returning the Kyogre. Feint on the Kyogre. Got him with it. And I actually don't think that Feint is a gimmicky option. Simply because it does... it kind of puts the fear into someone. It's a usable option all the time, and now he'll start second-guessing himself and thinking, well, can I use a Protect? Or is he just going to feint me again? And it makes it a little bit harder for them to react to what I'm going to do next turn. It is a little bit of a bother that this might come down to Ludicolo versus Ferrothorn, at which point I'm going to need a burn to try and win. But I guess if I go for the low kick play, and well, it all depends on what he brings in right here. If he brings a Liepard down, I think I'm going to need to rotate the Scizor out. Because I'm going to lose it to this Leech Seed damage. But if I don't rotate the Kangaskhan, I don't have a way to beat the Ferrothorn, and I think Sucker Punch will take him. At least take the Rayquaza, so it's all kind of a really big gamble right here as to what he's going to bring in next and how I'm going to follow it up. Okay, he does bring the Liepard. That's fine. We're going to go Ludicolo and just protect. We'll see what happens here. The Fake Out, yep. The Gyro Ball, yep. Not much damage. I'm not dead yet. That's good. We're going to go for the Scald, try to get the burn, and we're going to go for the Feint to remove the Liepard. We haven't seen that Ferrothorn use Protect yet, so I don't know if it has it as an option. To that end, we also haven't seen the Rayquaza use it, but it's pretty safe to say that he's just running Ascent, some Dragon coverage, Extreme Speed, and Protect. Yeah, you never know, I might get lucky and he'll just time out here trying to figure out what he's doing. Oh, I get the Feint. I get the Scald. It's, of course, super resisted. The Power Whip does more than I anticipated. And now I have to bring the Kangaskhan back on the board. This is where things get a little tricky. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Extreme Speed into my Ludicolo, just to get it off the board. So we're gonna play Bold here. Or Rayquaza could just Protect. That makes sense too. The double, yeah, that's smart. Trying to scout me out here. He doesn't want to make any mistakes. I don't believe he's seen Sucker Punch on my Kangaskhan yet, though. No, he did. I played it on the Kyogre, so if he looks back and sees it, then It's pretty obvious. I'm gonna go for the ice beam. Not that it really matters at this point. Well, he can't extreme speed out my Kangaskhan. We're gonna double up on the Rayquaza. Yeah, okay, he does go for that. I get the return. He gets the Gyro Ball. Yep. Nice. Well played. A little unfortunate that I lost that one. I'm gonna need to double back into this one and see where exactly I lost control on that one. I think it was the rotation with the Landorus. If I had played him a little bit more conservatively, I would have had all the pieces to just take the guy out. I don't know what to make of this team. I think he has 3 Prankster users. So some gimmick is about to ensue. But alright. What do I want to bring up front? I think Rayquaza Kyogre is one of the safest plays I can bring up front. I think Caesar is also a quality option. So actually I'm going to be smart and bring him. Well, yeah, let's just go Caesar Kangaskhan. The worst that he could do is bring all his legendary shenanigans against me. So we're going to run this almost the same thing here. Meowstic and Purloin come down. Bug Bite, Mega Evolve, Return. I really don't know what he's going to do. Assist Sheer Cold. What? What just happened? I didn't know that was a thing. Alright, so I was right. Gimmicks do abound. And apparently I have just horrible luck tonight. Let's see what happens now. We'll get rid of one Sheer Cold option. Here comes the next one. It whiffs. And I missed. And he has a Focus Sash. Yeah, this match is just ugly. Well, he still gets a couple more shots. That one missed. He gets another Sheer Cold shot. That one missed. The Scald goes off. The Origin Pulse goes off. Gets rid of both of those. Okay, so what are your last 2 Pokemon then? Kyogre and Liepard. Alright. Origin Pulse. I'm going to try and go for the Giga Drain, but I get the feeling I'm going to get locked into it. Nope, that one missed. The Giga Drain goes down. The Origin Pulse goes down. And let's see if his next Sheer Cold connects. Nope. Wow, that was just insane. I did not know that Sheer Cold could get taken like that. That was ridiculous. So, I guess if you ever run into that, look out, because it's a thing. And it can connect and just wreck you. But when you're gambling on the odds that you're going to win 30% of the time, it's really not a good idea. Alright. Last game for this set. Really interesting team. I'm very happy to see someone trying to do something creative. So I guess I should give the other guy more credit, because that, I mean, I almost just signed off and gave up right there. After that turn 1 when both Sheer Colds connected. For some reason I thought he had like some wizard magic that made them both connect, and I had to remember that no, he just gambled that well. Oh boy, that was nuts. But let's see here. What am I gonna bring? What am I gonna bring? Ludicolo does phenomenally in this matchup. So does Landorus. But I'm a little worried about the not the intimidate. I'm a little worried about the, what is it? The Milotic buffs. I don't think I can afford to really be worried about that too much. So we're gonna go Landorus, Kangaskhan up front. Ludicolo in the back, obviously. And Kyogre to reset my rain. Or just to set up my rain will be helpful. So, ow, and he got me on it too. Nice. Okay. That's fine. I can play around it. So I have to... Boy, I really don't have much of a great play here, do I? I can go for the Rock Slide. I could go straight up for the Explosion. Kind of bodies my Kangaskhan, but... I don't know, I could sub my Ludicolo in. If he's got that... Oh, shoot, what is it? I don't know, if he's got Thunder Dragon and Firebird in the back, I'm kind of hurting, but my Explosion could do some pretty good work here. You know what, we're going to gamble on it. And sorry, Ludicolo, you're going to be some fodder right here. He Megas up, he goes for the Fake Out on the Ludicolo, I drop the Explosion, which unfortunately doesn't KO the Milotic, and doesn't beat the Medicham. That one's really interesting. But now I get to bring these two on board again here. I'm going to drop the Origin Pulse. I'm going to Mega Evolve. Do I throw the Sucker Punch, or do I just go straight into the Milotic? If I go straight into Milotic... Yeah, he's going to get the chance to... Unfortunately, Drain Punch me. Oh, he protects. Beautiful, that worked. And then... I deck out the Milotic. Maybe not. Citrus Berry was a really nice tech option right there, but he just goes for the Recover, so in the end it doesn't matter. Since he didn't rotate, well, he might still be gambling on... he might have just been looking for the prediction, and that's why he went for Protect with the Medicham. I have to go for the return again in the Milotic. High Jump Kick connects. Wow, dang it. That's game, because he led really well, so props to you, good sir, because here comes Zekrom. Yeah, I have to fold that one. Well, that's an unfortunate showing of my team, but you live and you learn. I really didn't know what to lead better in that last one, because the gamble was just everywhere. I mean, if he hadn't led Milotic, I'd have been better off, because, yeah, if he hadn't led Milotic and had brought anything else, the Landorus would have put in great work. And at that point, I saw that I was kind of screwed anyway. I didn't have a better option, so I thought, hey, I'm just going to throw some damage on the board and test the Explosion, because that's the first time I've ever used it. Ludicolo probably would have been better to save than I thought, but still gets beat by the Zekrom. Could have done better against the Milotic, but all in all, he had a much more quality team than I thought. So still hovering at the 1350s. Make it out against, you know, Sheer Cold, Madness, and a close game. An unfortunate misplay on my end cost me that one. It's all still a learning experience. It's all still a build to a regionals run or some showdown gameplay. But anywho, that's the set. Sorry my team preview is whack. I know it's not right anymore, but I've been away doing other things, and I just haven't really had a whole lot of time to edit and tweak and do stuff like that. So hopefully I get to play more, you guys get to see more. If you like it, let me know. If you don't, let me know as well. I'll change it. Have a good night.